Greetings everyone, my name is Greg. In this video I am going to talk about Gehenna, or Hell. This is a bit of a follow-up on Hell is Impossible. This video will be called Welcome to Hell, because there are some Christians that really want to insist that hell is real, as if they've been there, maybe taken pictures from it. Well, it's not an impossible thing to do. Now, I know what you might be thinking, that they would be trying to be, they wouldn't want to be in there or there. However, both of those are bullshit. I think I firmly established both of those are bullshit. Because they want to try and act like this is some kind of spiritual. Well, the thing is, what I'm going to show you today, hell is not spiritual. It's quite physical. And I'm going to show it to you. Yeah, I'm kind of nice like that. Because what we're talking about, just so everybody is clear, is this story. It is Jeremiah 32:35. And they built the high places of Baal, which are in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to cause their sons and daughters to pass through the fire unto Moloch, which I commanded them not, neither came it into my mind that they should do this abomination to cause Judah to sin. Now, that was from supposedly the God. I want to point out what you will find in different websites that talk about this is it says about the Israelites were sacrificing children to pagan gods. It's not entirely wrong. However, they should really clarify where these gods came from, what they are. Because the character of Yahweh was also one of the gods that was in the same culture that had Baal and Moloch. It was the Canaanite pantheon. That is where you had Yahweh, Asherah. Asherah was the wife of Yahweh. Baal, Moloch, so forth. All of these came from that culture. It is just that the Israelites picked Yahweh as their supreme God and kind of ignored the others. The others, oh, they're not really gods. That type of shit. The thing is, so this would have been, at one point or another, people would have reverted back to the worship of these Canaanite gods, Baal and Moloch and so forth. And that they were sacrificing living children in this hell type of shit. And it's something that, for the God to say here that it never came into his mind and never commanded, we're going to kind of ignore a few things, like Jephthah and his daughter, and the Isaac with Abraham and Isaac, where God told him to barbecue Isaac, and then he was, it's just joshing. Yeah, that kind of shit. We're ignoring that because it doesn't relate to Gehenna. It doesn't, I'm not ignoring the fact that this God's still a prick. Let's just be clear about that God's still an asshole. However, this also correlates with what Jesus had said in Mark 9, and I have this more or less from, I think, oh crap, do I have to start this over? No, I don't. I'm gonna leave that because it was just a matter of I kind of had a brain fart of where this stupid shit that Jesus was saying. But basically, it starts off where Jesus is talking about, in verse 42, and whosoever shall offend one of the little ones that believe in me, it is better for him that a millstone be hanged around his neck and cast into the sea. That type of shit. This, Christians want to make a big deal out of the belief in Jesus is a big deal. It's not. And actually, the God of the Old Testament refutes all of this shit. Belief in Jesus, so the fuck what? But I'm going to let that go for here and now, because I've gone through showing in Deuteronomy where the God had pointed out, if a prophet makes a prediction that does not come to pass, don't be afraid of him. Don't listen to him. Don't be afraid of him. And if there is a prophet that talks about other gods, he is to die. I mean, these things are made abundantly clear in Deuteronomy, in the Torah, because the Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. However, then we get into what I call Jigsaw Jesus. If thy hand offend thee, cut it off, for it is better for thee to enter into life maimed than having 2 hands to go into hell, where the fire is never quenched, type of shit. But there's a problem with this. It is better for thee to enter into life maimed. Wait a minute. You're not entering into life. If you're an adult, you're already in life. You're not entering shit. There is no enter in life after you maim yourself. You're already there. You can't enter where you already are. This is fucking stupid. This is showing Jesus is a goddamn idiot. But where the worm dieth not and the fire is not quenched, that's where Christians get this stupid notion of that. But that's not what hell was. Let's just pull this up. You see that, everyone? That is hell. That, in a nutshell, that is hell. Yeah, you can go there. Won't hurt you. Won't hurt you one bit. It certainly isn't like it had been with, well, there it wasn't bad, but there is what it would have looked like when there would have been the time of Jesus type of thing, or closer to that time frame. Because you have this garbage and so forth that we're burning and all that shit. That's how it is now. Yes, if somebody says go to hell, it's actually not a bad place. It actually looks relatively peaceful. Because there is a picture of, another picture of hell. But then there's another one, and really, if you look close, there is a couple laying in the shade of that one tree, so you could say they're in hell. Somebody may have said to them, "Go to hell," and they were like, "Oh, okay, it's a nice day. We'll go to hell. Not a bad thing." And then there is the aspect of people saying it'll be a cold day in hell. Well, there actually has been a few times. Hell freezes over quite a bit. And that's showing Jeremiah 32:35. And yeah, the Valley of the Son of Hinnom has had snow and frozen over quite a few times. So yes, hell has frozen over. So, and there has been a cold day in hell. So in all, it's not as bad as people want to make it out to be. It really would change things to have the picture of when you say go to hell be that, as opposed to the stupid shit that you get with that shit. That is utterly impossible, because fire is a chemical reaction of physical elements maintained by physical oxygen. As well as that, you see there's flesh on him, as well as, I mean, there's the physical components are still there. And the idea that you would be like that in a fire of all, it's absurd. It should be laughably absurd. The thing is, this is what we're dealing with. And the ideas mentioned by Jesus, one of the things I want to point out with this stupid Jesus and where he was really stupid is here in Mark 9:49. For everyone shall be salted with fire. Is this Jesus evil? Is this Jesus like the devil that Christians talk about? Because he's not saying those that don't believe on me will be salted with fire. He is saying for everyone shall be salted with fire. Everyone. That includes you, Christians. This is evil. And this can also go along the lines of the last video I did, where I pointed out if you have an evil character, it's not going to come on the scene. And the minute you first see it, be blah, blah, ugh. I want to kill you. I want to tear you apart. It's not going to trick you. It's not. You're going to be on your guard instantly. Oh yeah, you can have some of these fictional characters like Freddy Krueger that just don't give a damn. Or Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, where they're just psychopaths. They just want to kill you. And they don't care about trying to lure you in or trick you. But most criminals, the actual criminals in life, they don't operate that way. They have to lure you into a false sense of security before they can deceive you, before they can do something, before they can get whatever. The truth of the matter is, these people don't want to actually look at what the truth of the matter would be regarding their silly ideas. They want to have it that they can make up whatever stupid bullshit they want, and that'll be all well and good, and that their stupid bullshit is somehow valid. It's not. It doesn't fit fiction. It doesn't fit life. It's just, there's nothing to it. The aspect of what hell really is, the Valley of the Son of Hinnom, like I've said, it's not as bad as people want to make it out to be. It's basically, to use the term, it is a grassy field. That's it. I'm sorry, Christians, that does not scare me. If you're trying to act like you're going to go to hell, so fucking what? Kind of like a grassy area with trees and so forth? Cool. I may go, I'll add it to my bucket list, because before I die, I'd like to go to the aspect of, so I could just say that I went to hell. Hell, maybe even do a video from hell and be having that for YouTube sometime of basically a video from hell, high from hell type of thing. Just to be, yeah, it would mean being in Israel, Jerusalem, kind of, okay, so what? But if I ever basically travel overseas, that would be somewhere I would want to go, just to say I've been there. And just to do a video from hell, just to be kind of, hello from hell. And be kind of like, it's not bad, and it's the aspect of, I could get a sunburn, so then it could be, holy shit, I'm burned in hell. I was burning in hell. Holy shit. Not quite what the Christians are trying to make it out to be. But that's the thing. None of this bullshit is quite as they want to make it out to be. The reality of it is not quite as bad as their sadistic fantasies. In a sense, reality is never as elaborate as your fantasies are. Fantasy always dwarfs reality. It's just that way. I've never encountered someone that they were, oh, this reality is better than my fantasy. No. Because in your fantasies, you can have anything. You can defy the laws of physics. Whereas in reality, the laws of physics kind of bite you in the ass. Sorry, Christians. Your stupid notions of that, not possible. Not even remotely possible. It is laughably absurd. But I just wanted to do this video just so you guys could see that, yes, there is hell. Yes, you can go there. And it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. You could actually, hell, here's the thought. Now, not promoting, well, actually, maybe I am promoting basically public indecency type of thing, but you could take partner at whatever, I mean, you could be gay or so forth, and that would really, but you're in hell, so who gives a fuck? You could be in on that grassy area and at night, preferably do that. If you're going to do this, do it at night where there's not some, where you have a bit of privacy, but maybe there's some voyeurs around. You can bump uglies. You can do whatever in hell. Hell. Here's a thought for a honeymoon couple. Consummate your marriage in hell. And maybe conceive your child in hell. That would be interesting. I don't know if you could ever, it would be interesting if you could have someone pretty much give birth in that grassy field and be, where were you born? I was born in hell. All the jokes that could be done. Because technically, if you would be doing, not there, all of that in that field, you could legitimately say that you consummated your marriage in hell, you conceived your child in hell, you gave birth in hell, and then the child could be the aspect of, where were you born? I was born in hell. The jokes are endless. And people would just, forever, they would look at him and be, what? You were born where? You did what? Now, that is dealing with the Middle East, and I don't know what kind of laws they'd have on it, but it is sure fun. It would be funny as all hell. But feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And as I've heard, some have asked about sharing my videos. You can like, share, subscribe, the whole enchilada. Later, people.